I mean, we don't even have to like welcome people anymore, really. We
We
can
just
just go right into it,
it's
right?
right into it. Who cares?
Um, what do we have to talk about?
I would like
Should
to
we?
talk about the state of Star Wars.
Would you?
Yeah, it kind of
Okay,
continues
Anton.
a little bit from what you were talking about.
Okay, so Anton, you would like to make a, announcement on the state of Star Wars. This is the address to the nation over your
Yeah.
current state of Star Wars.
Well, I kind of want to
Hey, a
know
lot's
where
going on in the world right now. People really need to hear this.
you talked about werewolves within some nobody's even seen.
All right, so what's happening in Star Wars?
Star Wars. I mean,
We're like, I have an announcement to make about Star Wars, and then we talk about Ukraine.
well, there's a lot of wars in Star Wars too.
That's
Um,
true.
so the state of Star Wars. How many Star Wars things have you seen? Are you a Star Wars fan?
Uh, I'm not a Star Wars fan. I've seen the original three.
Yep.
So the Phantom Menace, the just
Oh, all right. I get you.
no, Star Wars, Empire, Return. And then I think I saw the new ones when they came out back in the day, 20 years ago.
With your
But like I
family?
wasn't. No, I don't even think with my. I don't even think I saw all of them in theaters. I think I might have seen just with friends because it was
Okay.
like the new movie at the time. But even then, like
Like the first one came out in like 2001. I was in fifth grade when the episode one came out.
yeah. Um, and then with the new ones, I don't think I saw them all in theaters. I think I might have seen one or two at home. I,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people hated the the last jet. Is it the Last Jedi?
Yeah, the Rian Johnson one.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know. I didn't. They're all like okay, like the J Abrams or JJ Abrams one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like, all right, sure. It is what it is. It's a Star Wars movie. like,
Are there any movies that are like serial in nature that you enjoy? I feel like I'm noticing a pattern in you.
I don't like serial movies.
Yeah, you like movies that are like, that's the movie, it's it, we're done.
No, I mean I'll watch movies with sequels. I don't know. I don't.
What's a movie with a sequel you really like? Were both of them you like?
I
Because you're
mean,
not big into Marvel,
yeah, but
right?
like there's non superhero and Star Wars movies that have sequels that I'm like are good. I can't name any.
You like the Jack Ryan movies?
Uh, Not really. I watch them.
You
I'll
never
watch a
know.
sequel.
You never know it's a Jack Ryan movie because it's a different guy every time.
But, well, also Jack Ryan is just it's just like Patriot Man. It's just like a blank slate. It's just white guy action hero. I have no character.
Yeah, basically. Are you a
I
James
have a
Bond fan?
family. I like James Bond movies. Yeah,
Okay.
I've watched those. I watched all those in theaters. I think I like the Daniel Craig ones.
Yeah, me too.
I thought they came
So
out good.
did
Yeah, I
the
don't have an issue with budget stuff. I don't find them interesting a lot of times
okay.
or
Did
exciting
you
to me.
did you like the original Star Wars movies?
Yeah, I like the original. I remember seeing them. A friend lent me his VHS like 3 disc or three tape collection, and then I
Mhm.
watched them like just by myself. I didn't like no one was really into it,
Got
but
it.
I thought they were fun. And then I don't think. maybe I rewatched them in college or one or two of them, but I don't remember. So like it's been a long time. But they're good.
The premise of what I'm getting at is I feel like the Star Wars movies or the whole everything is chasing the dragon. Like
Wood Dragon.
they I'm not a drug addict and we're very experienced, but I've seen a few Breaking Bad episodes. I know
Right.
some of the culture, and they say that
So your dope in me levels are low?
yes. Yep. Yeah. They're average.
Okay.
They're probably low actually. But in those they say that you'll never get your first high again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
I probably won't have the same feeling. But I also like that's why I don't really like to rewatch. Oh, Lord of the Rings. I like Lord of the Rings. I really liked that when I was
yeah.
a teenager. I read
But
the
then
book.
did you like the Hobbit
I did
ones?
not watch it.
Oh,
I've
okay.
not seen it yet
They were
because
odd.
I I read The Hobbit when I was a kid. I really liked it. It was one of my favorite books.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into the Lord of the Rings books. I was like, this is too boring.
Same.
But when the movies came out, I saw them like as a theater experience. There was nothing better than those Lord of the Ring movies.
Yep.
Each year coming out.
Yep.
Like this is awesome. It's so fun. I played the Two Towers on PlayStation 2 video game. That was like the best movie video game I've ever played.
Oh wow.
Uh, and I had all the extended editions, but I don't really like to watch them now because I just don't feel like I'll have that same magic that I remember.
Yeah.
It's also the reason why I kind of didn't want to go see The Hobbit because I looked at it and I was like, I don't want to be disappointed, so I'm just going to avoid it.
Maybe I'm less about Star Wars and more about like we create these things as a culture that we really like a lot, and then we're always trying to like elongate them and continue them. And some of the time I wonder like maybe they can't be elongated. Maybe
Yeah.
like that was the perfect amount of that thing. Or maybe when you're trying to elongate it, you're missing the point. The things you think were important to that thing aren't. Like I see it in the Star Wars prequels, which is really interesting because it's George Lucas's take on what he thinks maybe is what Star Wars is,
Right.
which is maybe totally different than what the audience took out of what he made the first time around.
Yeah. But I thought he didn't even know what he was doing
In the first time around.
Yeah. Apparently, they really had to find the movie and editing.
Yeah, the first one I heard that his wife really saved it.
But like after seeing Star Wars, I could see how Spielberg made Raiders of the Lost Ark. And they're like such textbook story movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think that's what's held up over the years is I'm like, these are classic adventure tales that were just so spot on.
Yeah.
Star Wars could have been a samurai movie. It could have been a Western. It could have been whatever. It just happened to take place in a galaxy far, far away. And then, Raiders of the Lost Ark, that's just a classic adventure story. Like they hit the story beats so perfectly in those movies that I don't think you can really recreate that kind of magic, and they haven't. I don't think they've hit it with Star Wars. I don't think they've hit it with the Raiders sequels.
Oh, I thought I liked Last Crusade a lot.
Oh yeah, outside of the trilogy, they tried making, remember
Coconut King or whatever, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Like I just don't think they can. Whenever they try to bring it back, 20 years later, they just, I don't even know if it was the characters that we really liked. I think it was just such a well they just hit it at the time. They just hit it spot on with the story,
Interesting.
and that's something you can't really recreate because it was something new at the time. So like, I don't know, why not try to give us something new to give us that feeling instead of trying to recreate. That's why I think maybe Marvel hits a little deeper for some people because they've never seen it.
Yeah. I mean, Marvel's pretty formulaic. Each one probably has the same beats to it.
And they're like, I mean, there's $300 million productions. They have like a team of people outlining the story, and like every fine, like every detail is looked at. Like they are made with a specific intent.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, but that wasn't the case with Star Wars original. It was just like a guy. It was like Lawrence Kasdan or whatever his name was. It was like two guys writing a script. They're like, hey, let's try this. George Lucas just writes up Star Wars, and it's not even like the real story. And then like it felt more loose, which felt more human, I think, because I don't know, when I look at Marvel movies now, it feels like there's no humanity in it. There's no like, I don't really. It's like they're trying to please everyone.
Yeah,
and it's like they have we have all the information, we have all the data that says this movie is going to be good, and they're right. The script hits every beat, it hits everything what a good script should be, it has all the elements. It just doesn't feel like it's like it just doesn't feel genuine to me.
Yeah, I agree. So maybe that's the real magic in the bottle, is somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, who's younger, and this is their first attempt. And
I think there's like a looseness in the creativity of some things that like give you a special feeling. Like then when they hit it, it's like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, anything past that just feels real gross. Like you're just desperately trying to, where's that thing that I just did? I need it again.
Right. And I mean, well, I think Rian Johnson got to write his Star Wars, right?
Yeah, and that's why a lot of people were pretty upset about his.
And everyone hated it. But like, good for trying. But then, like, look at he turns around and makes Knives Out.
Yes, which is such a really crazy thing. Like,
it was a really good movie.
It's very good.
But like, it's something
which that's going to be a series too,
right? But like, he created his own thing. But like, that's because it had a special feeling to it. It had its own, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't meant to do Star. Like, why are we forcing him to make? I mean, no, it's forcing him to make it, but like, just let him do something new, like Knives Out. Like,
do you think we should? Like, I think about Marvel going on and on. That's got to come to an end at some point.
Yeah, it probably will. I think the generations change and certain things,
This idea that you want to grow your brand along with everybody else, it happens to a degree, but brands come and go.
Yeah. Who knows?
Everything dies, just let it die. And that's
what this video is about. Everything dies and nothing matters.
This is the theme of today's segments that will be released independently.
All right.
I think I'm glad we chatted about that.
Did you have a statement on Star Wars, or was that it?
It's just like an exploration. Well, like,
I feel like I did all the talking. I didn't have anything.
Well, that's the goal. I mean, I had this thought in mind, and I really generally was just curious about your take on it, especially as someone who's not a big Star Wars fan. because basically I just see all these Star Wars things all the time now. There's all these, and same with Marvel, like with Disney buying them, it's just like feels gross. Like
Yeah.
in the part of me that like really likes these things is like, yes, they can be
Mhm.
continued because Disney is backing it, and Disney is just like a juggernaut's going to keep this stuff going. But at the
Right.
same time, it's like, maybe take 10 years off and come back with like fresh eyes with something, or don't
Yeah.
even do it at all. Like just hold on to these things as they were and leave them as they were.
hmm And then just the whole structure of the studios now. It's like they just statistically know financially backing a $300 million movie is more likely to succeed than anything else. And
It's depressing. I know from like my job, like we don't like any kind of work now. It's not the old days where you got like a hunch and let's follow the hunch. It's like,
right.
let's get the data. Let's be very like understand what we're
But
trying to do.
it's like it's really interesting how like the opposite is true for TV. People like discovering new things on TV or Netflix. You know, like I don't know, cultural shows and movies of the time on that are streaming that kind of, like Euphoria or something like that kind
Yeah.
of make their way. That energy used to be in, movie theaters, like,
Yeah.
but like I don't know
It's
why it
true.
doesn't translate to like going to see a movie.
Like Severance, I think is fantastic, and
Yeah.
it's artistic, and I'm it's cool seeing shows like this now.
Yeah. And I'm really loving the look of Severance. The cinematographer, I used
Yeah.
to follow her on Vimeo like 10 years ago when she was just doing like commercials and like,
Oh,
yeah, she's really cool. She has a lot of cool stuff. Um, and to like to see her do like Ben Stiller shows, it's like that's awesome.
cinematographer is
She worked with him the last show. Did you see Ben Stiller's last miniseries, Escape from Dannemora?
no, I never even heard of it.
I'm surprised because you're a prison system boy.
Oh, because my dad designed the security systems.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all about the
I didn't know you
escape.
knew that about me.
Well, you've told me.
Oh,
Uh, it's about the escape in upstate New York in Dannemora.
oh, maybe my dad will know what he's
It's really
talking about.
good. It's Benicio del Toro, Patricia Arquette's in it, and she looks completely different than she does now. Um, it in Paul Dano, I think. Yeah, it's really good. It was on Showtime.
Got it. I'll take a look for that one. I didn't really think of. I mean, what I think of when I think Ben Stiller is Tropic Thunder and Zoolander,
Right, yeah. But
and
now he just directs
like heady
drama
stuff. It's
shows.
good, but I don't. Yeah,
All right.
and yeah, I think you feel similar to me, and that's it. That's all I have to say.
All right. The end.
Whoops, shit! I almost
Okay.
spilled my coffee. I'm trying to
Well,
find
I
the
can
cinematographer.
Jessica Lee Ganges or something.
They don't want to make it easy to find. Here we go. All cast and crew. How do you find out who the cinematographers are? You just can tell by the style.
No, I mean I see it in the credits, and then
Jessica Lee Ganja.
Are we done?
Oh, did you want to do three, or was
I just thought
two?
we'd do two because at
Two is
least
enough.
the first one, and then next week we can just release that thing.
Okay. Do you want to edit your segment on Werewolves Inside, and I'll cut down the Star Wars thing a lot?
Yeah, sure. And you can do that one the week after
Okay. Hopefully, I feel
because I
better.
don't.
But
Yeah, so you'll have like 2 weeks to do it. Or actually,
um,
maybe like a week.
maybe the
Oh,
week after I can just do a bunch of work gossip.
work gossip.
Yeah. Just gossip about people nobody knows.
All right, cool.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, I'll see you.
All right,
Have a
sounds
good day.
good. Later.